Hey, everybody. It's a Friday. What a beautiful thing. And this is our second Friday focus. And I think this is going to be a regular thing for the time being. Um, we are live. We are on StreamYard, which means if you are in the Facebook group and you want to comment, I will see your comments without having to scroll all over Facebook. So, anyway, welcome to Friday Focus. Today we're talking about winning and how to win without facing competition. Now, winning a la Charlie, what's his name? Charlie Sheen, is not really what I'm talking about, but I am talking about, positive things happening in the name of wins because as a coach, I often start my coaching calls with give me a win. Like give me something good. Let's talk about the good. All right? So today we're going to talk about how do you create wins for yourself without facing competition. Now that's really easy. You don't face competition because you don't pay attention to the competition. Now, let me tell you where I'm coming from, okay? Because I was an actor, huge competition. I just ran for office twice in 4 years, public office in the state of New Jersey. Huge competition, right? I've been at the forefront of coaching for a really long time, 25 plus years. And am I number one? Not necessarily, but I understand competition. I also understand people who are competitive. And if you're one of those competitive people, and look, it doesn't make you miserable, it makes you happy, you go for it. But I'm talking in the context today of trying to change careers or being in a job search and how, like acting, you are up against tremendous odds to succeed and you're kind of shooting out there blind. Like you don't even know, you don't even get feedback as to why your resume wasn't seen or anything else. So, how do we win when the odds are stacked against us? That's what I want to talk about today. Right? So there's the real world, the one that we can look at and say, "Oh, ageism and oh, they're not going to look at my resume or I have no experience, blah blah." And then there's your world, okay? And I'm not asking you to live in a bubble and be in denial about the real world. I'm asking you to create a winning scenario. So let me share a quote with you. Winners focus on winning, losers focus on winners. And I have to tell you that this quote was incredibly helpful to me personally in all scenarios. But I tell you, the actor, full of rejection, running for office when 50% of the world doesn't want you to win. So, you have to create your own world, a world where you win. And how do you do that? You do that by staying in your own lane, by staying in your own movie. You know what I mean by that? Like, don't be looking at somebody else's movie of their life. Like, look at your movie. What is going on in my movie? How do I win today? And how you win is by setting yourself up to win. So, success breeds success. And a lot of ambitious people will bristle a little bit at the next thing I'm going to say, that how you create success is actually by lowering your standards a little bit. I know that makes really competitive people and ambitious people crazy, but I'm a recovering perfectionist. I understand wanting the brass ring and going for the ultimate. And then I also understand how you set yourself up to lose. You don't get a lot of wins when your only prize is on another planet. So you have to bring that goal closer to you. You have to bring it to a place where you can create the win. How do you create the win? You make it smaller and you win. And what happens when you win? You want to win some more, right? So, you send out a resume and no one answers back. That's not the movie I'm talking about. You have to keep going. You have to create the wins by making the wins your own. So let me see if I can give you a couple of examples, right? So, I have a very theatrical family. My daughter is in a musical theater program in college, and we're part of a chat group with other parents. And one parent posted this week, so proud of my daughter. She auditioned for colleges, and she said no matter what happens, she's at peace because she knows she did her absolute best. That is a way to win. All right. So, are you doing your absolute best? Or you like you make one phone call and you're like, oh, no one answered me back. I'm not going to make any more phone calls. I want your absolute best. And that's how you create wins. It's not what's happening on the outside and whether you get the absolute result, but you create your own results. And and I know that those seeds get planted and they lead to something good. But what I care about is your peace of mind. Because if you do not have peace of mind, you are not going to continue to take action if you get defeated and you don't feel like doing it anymore. All right. So let me see if I can give you another one. This week, we're in the, I think, 8th week of our online experience, the Now What Online experience, where we are working on our online program for career transition. And I coach people once a week in a group. And in our group, someone who felt completely unappreciated at work, who's been someone who give her shirt off her back to help everybody else, just finally stood up for herself and kind of laid down the law at her job, and without asking actually was given a raise because they saw the writing on the wall that they had an unhappy person. So the win was actually that she spoke up for herself. Then it had a result that was unexpected and wonderful, but the win was actually speaking up. So she created a win for herself and it had benefits and effects. Somebody else, it doesn't matter if you ask for something. Actually, it does matter. So in this scenario, someone else in our group asked for a meeting with someone for something that he's interested in doing in the future. They said yes. They're opening up their Rolodex and helping out. Oh my God, Rolodex, that makes me sound old. A Rolodex, kids, is something where you put all your contacts, but nowadays we do that online. All right. So anyway, so you ask. So the ask is the win. And then the yes was the win. And then that they are sharing their contacts is the win. So you see what I'm saying? Like, you have to celebrate the small victories. And that's how you face no competition, because you're competing against yourself. Now, again, I'm not living in some la la land, right? I understand that we want the brass ring, or we understand that there is competition and that there is the glass ceiling and everything else. But you strategize, you create the path on which you win in small pieces. And I know from experience and coaching, oh my God, I don't know, tens of thousands of people, that it pays off. All right. So you create the win. The outside world is not cooperating with you. You're not getting the job. You're not getting the raise. You're not getting the person to say yes to a date. Then change direction to find the win. All right. So I hope I'm making this clear. I know that I'm talking in an unconventional way when I talks about reaching goals, but that's how you have no competition, because you make it a game of one, and you make it a game of you getting what you want by continuing to set yourself up to win. All right. So, the goal is $1 million. Do you have the $1 million yet? No. But what have you done to win? You've joined a new program. You got a new coach. You have gotten the clutter out of your business. You're only doing your most profitable activities. You've changed staff. You've taken on something new. You've taken a loan. All those things are wins towards the thing that you want to do, and it will pay off. Consistency is my theme for the year. And I just see it, when you focus on something, it shows up all around you. So to create wins, you have to be consistent. And then there are no competitors except for you. All right. I think I've made my point clear. I don't see any comments coming in today, but we will share this. You'll see it later, and join us next week for another Friday Focus. By the way, you're seeing this in a couple of places, but our Facebook group, the Now What Career Clarity and Direction Facebook group, is our new headquarters where all good things happen. So unless you're terribly allergic to Facebook, come over there and join us. We're trying to get into LinkedIn and waiting for our ability to broadcast there. But I'd love to hear from you. You can communicate with me there or on our websites, laurabermanforking.com or nowwhatcoaching.com. Thanks for being here for Friday Focus, and we will be back next week. Look at that. I'm making a commitment. Win. Bye.